right? Yeah. So this is a proposal. Actually, this is a, final year project proposal. Okay, but since that the final year project is very close to you, okay, do you know that you need to propose the proposal for final year project end of this semester? Okay, maksudnya in the last week in this semester, you need to find a supervisor and also your title, your project title. Okay, so it is very close to you. You may start to find, to search the project you want to do during the final year project. Yeah, next semester. Okay, so this is the example. During this project, I would like also to guide you how to write the proposal correctly, okay, and sufficiently, especially to prepare you not only for this project, for database project, but also for your final year project. Somehow, if you could you could follow the suggestion, maybe it can help you during the preparation of the final year project proposal. Okay, it's very much useful, and it could help you. I hope so. Okay, so this is a proposal. This student proposed a basketball team information system for a school. Actually, it's changed in the last for the primary school. So the subject matter here is basketball team information system. Yeah. All right. So this is your super senior, okay, last 2 years, right? So this is how you should write the introduction in your template. I think I already write down what to write, but this is the output, how the introduction is written in a um sufficient, yeah, but it's in a good way. Okay, okay, you may see that as an introduction, you need to provide at minimum 4 paragraph. Okay, can you follow? You need to at least prepare 4 paragraph. Okay, so the first paragraph, you need to explain, okay, the background of your case study, the case study. For example, okay, so the first paragraph, okay, sorry, okay, okay, paragraph 1, you need to provide the background. Okay, background, you need to write the background. Oh, sorry, my pen is not very good. The background, okay, I changed this. Okay, okay. Is paragraph 1. Okay, write the background of your case study. Okay. So the case study is actually, for example, you are investigating uh a store, for example, a store, that the store keep the inventory for the business. So the business is for saloon, for example. Okay, so saloon. Okay, so the saloon is your case study, the business of saloon. Okay, and beauty and saloon, so that is a case study. So if you are investigating a school library, so the case study will be the library. If you are investigating a bookshop, for example, so the case study will be the bookshop. Okay, jadi what you need to do, what you need to write in the background of the case study. Okay, so for example, in this case, this student write about a basketball team in a school. So the case study is about basketball team, bookshop, okay, bookshop or beauty salon or hospital pharmacy or pharmacy only, okay, or what the many things, okay, logistic store, what else, uh library, storage, many business, okay, many business, even for example for the car wash business also, you need to provide the background. Okay, so I go back to the background. Okay, so now in this example proposal, you are seeing in your screen, it is about the basketball. So you need to write what is basketball and what is basketball team in this case. Okay, so this student provide us the information that basketball is a worldwide well-known team sports which contain 5 players, for example. So she obtained this information from somewhere. So there is come the reference. The student needs to provide the reference. Okay. Kalau sekarang ni tak ada lagi cat reference, tak apalah. At least you know how to write it. So give the definition and then explain more. A team can gain points. Okay. Someone has mastered tactics. There is a need a team to guide their skills, how to play. Okay, so this macam-macam lah. So the training session, what ends, so this part, okay, introduce about the case study. That is the basketball team. Basketball team. Okay, basketball team. Why it is not only basketball? Because we want the basketball team, not a basketball only. So that's why we use the basketball team as a the case study. Okay, so provide about, yes, this much this paragraph, one paragraph, explain the background of your case story. For example, you investigate the bookshop. So you need to provide, the bookshop is a business that provide service, providing the books for the customer. Okay, and then they function to sell. Okay, and somehow they can also buy a used book from the customer, for example. So you need to explain this one. Okay, so if you are providing the facts, the numbers, the definition, then you need to make a reference. Reference later comes in later is okay, but I want to teach you how to write the introduction in the beginning. Okay, so after the introduction, okay, then you need to write, okay, about your case study. Baru datang yang you punya case study. So in the beginning paragraph, the first paragraph, write about the general about your case study, and then the second paragraph you need to provide you need to explain the case study you select. Yeah. So the case study in this project is conducted in primary schools. Scan. Okay. So they then explain the exact situation in the case study location. Okay. Explain it. So they explain that what is happening in that school, the school of the case study. They found that the basketball sport is popular in that school, for example. And then the rules. So this is the they are finding how the basketball team is conducted or handled in that school. Okay, so the team sport, age, what, provide court and facilities and whatsoever. Okay, also they have the coach for training, so explain everything. So here you need to explain the the situation that is happening in the selected case study location. Okay, so this is the second paragraph. Okay, paragraph 2, explain. Okay, the case study. Okay, explain what is happening in the selected case study. Okay, and then followed by in the next paragraph you need to explain. Ini saya nak tambah sikit lah ya. Yeah, in the third paragraph, okay, explain, okay, currently how data is handled in the selected case study location. Okay, so how it is handled in the in your location lah. Macam mana mereka uruskan data. Okay, so how do they this? In this example, okay, this student found that the school use a record keeping using the spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet, for example, in this case. Okay, so then paper form base also use. Okay, paper form base also use. So they found that these two will reduce the efficiency of data management. So that is what is meant by the problem. Okay, the problem. So this is the current situation. And then finally, after they found that they are using this kind of method, then they found an issue or problem. Issue. Okay. So the current method of storing basketball team information is high risk. So this is their conclusion, because if the book or paper is lost, then all information can be lost also. Okay, and sport teachers will provide the training to all students. Then the teacher will investigate a good student. During the training, teacher will record. Okay, after the discussion, so this operation is recorded in the book. So time is limited. Okay, the work will not be very efficient. Data might be lost. Data might be redundant. So this is they come the problem or issue. So write it in general only. Okay, write it generally, because you have another section for problem statement. So just write in one paragraph mentioning the generic problem, generic issue. Okay, so then this is the last part. Okay, actually, so I skip these two. Okay, so the last paragraph. Okay, the last paragraph, paragraph 4 or 5. Okay, explain your proposed system. Explain your proposed system that is to solve the current problem. So you need to explain that your proposed system should solve the current problem, the problem of data management in this case. Okay, so hence a basketball team information system is proposed, okay, for the coach and also sports department in that school, okay, to provide blah 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 functions, benefits and so on. Okay, so one paragraph explain benefits, explain the function of your system, the proposed system. So this is the 4 important paragraph, okay, to explain your proposal, introduction. So I write it in this way. Okay, so this is a proposal. So we have chapter 1, introduction. So the first part is to explain or describe the domain of case study. Okay, then followed by you need to describe the selected case study. Okay, and then explain currently how data is managed or handled or record in that case study. Okay, then provide or explain the issues. Explain the issue or problem they face by using that current method, the current process. For example, currently they use the spreadsheet. So what is the problem using the spreadsheet or books? Okay, or the ledger. So what is the problem? So okay, so you write it in general, and finally explain the proposed system. Yeah. Sekarang kat mana skrinnya? Dekat, okay. Proposed system. Tak nampak ya? Yang word ni tak nampak eh? Tak gerak. Sekarang gerak tak? Tak juga. Okay. Sekarang dia bertukar tak? Okay. Okay, so I go back to the PDF. So this is the first section, that is introduction. Okay. So I recap again. The first part is to explain the domain case study. Okay, domain case study. Then second, you explain the selected case study business. Maksudnya dia buat apa? Followed by the current method they use to store the data and handle the data. Okay, followed by the problem. What problem they face by using that current method. And finally, explain the proposed system. Your proposed system as a solution. Okay, as a solution. So that is for the first section. Okay, next is the problem statement. So this is the continuity from the paragraph that you explain about the problem. Okay, so you need to describe more detail. So provide 3 issues about a data management problem. Usually the first one is about missing data or redundancy, and then secondly is difficult to retrieve the data, and finally the difficulty to maintain the data efficiently. So this is the basic 3 problem. Okay, so you need to write it based on your case study. The point is usually the point is the same, but the way you explain the problem in the selected case study is quite different. Okay, so that is the problem statement. For example, yang ini sebab ini untuk PSM, jadi dia tak handle untuk data sahajalah. So dia ada juga masalah lain boleh dimasukkan. But in your project, because this is for the database, so you need to explain all about the database. Yeah. Alright. So okay. And then for the objective, this is the way you need to write the objective. The main objectives are as follows. The first one is to design, okay, a system based on what approach? Structured or object oriented? Structured or object oriented. If structured means that later on you will draw the ERD. If not, if you are using the object oriented, then you need to draw the class diagram. Okay. Second objective is to develop a web-based, to develop a system, and the third one is to test the developed system. So that is the way how you should write the objective. Okay. Then in the scope, okay, the case study for this project is what? Yeah. And then the location, okay, where, then the representative, if you have the name and its position, okay. So this will describe in your first part of your scope. Okay. After that, after you identify the entities or the system user, then you can write this one. Okay. For example, for this project, there are 3 categories of user. Siapa user dia? The player, the coach, the administrator. Okay? Each of the user has different access in the system. Okay. This is the functional. This maybe you can do, or maybe you can do it later. Okay. But importantly, I would like to see the introduction part, problem statement, and also the part of the scope. Yang ni kalau tak buat lagi pun tak apa. Tapi kalau dah dapat buatkan 4 or 5 menu or functional module in the system. Okay. Then this is the explanation. Methodology is later, coming on later. And expected value. Expected result. In the expected result, you need to explain what will be produced at the end of the project. Of course, it is a system with what function. With what function. So that function will enable their user to do what. Okay. That is the point for expected result. Then importance, project importance. This one is easy to write. Just provide the advantage of the system, the benefits to the customer, to your client, and so on. Okay. And planning is a Gantt chart. Okay. And the item in the Gantt chart should follow the project methodology. So somehow you need to select the project methodology at this moment. Okay. Please do not use the waterfall, but better you do the prototyping. Or else. Tapi tak sempat nak buat prototyping kan. Okay. I dropped that one. So you can use waterfall because the time, if you are using the prototyping, there is no time for you to repeat the cycle. Okay, so waterfall is okay. You can use that. Okay, so this is Gantt chart and conclusion and reference if you have. But I suggest you to try to write the reference as well. Okay. Any question on this part? Conclusion ni tak buat dulu tak apa. I don't need that in this stage, but importantly to check your writing and the content in the introduction and also problem statement. Okay. And scope. So that is my Okay, my target to check and see. So I aim that this week you will give to me the proposal so I can check it next week and return it as soon as possible for you. Because what? The better you write the proposal, it will ease you during the chapter 1. Because if you are write the proposal in a good way, then you can easily transfer the information to be a chapter 1. So no need to rewrite again your chapter 1. Okay, chapter 1. So that's why I need to check it and then return it back to you and then guide you from chapter to chapter. Okay, any more question? I will share this proposal in the author later on. Okay.